Welcome back, everybody. I'm Absurdum, and this is going to be the continuation of Duskers. And right off the bat, I want to say a special thank you to LB, who commented it very detailed in episode 1 and 2, just with time checks of pretty much answering every question and giving me tips on the spot of everything that I did. And I want to say really thank you so much, because it's very helpful and it will prove to continue to be helpful, I'm sure. So we're going to name a drone after him right off the bat. So that's why we're here in the drone menu. Let's see here if I can just find the buttons. We're going to name, no, not Holly. I want to name Ian. I'm going to name LB. Now, LB has a channel himself. He's big into Portal. He does a lot of Dusker videos himself too. So if you're into those things and you like puzzle games, go check him out for sure. Also, if you think this game is interesting, but you just want to be watching someone play it well, go check him out, because he does a better job. But that being said, I think we're in a decent spot here. Looking things over, I want to repair this, I think. Let's go to modifications, because if I remember correctly, that's where we need to go. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? No, not great. No, not all this. Must be through here. Never mind, we can't. So we just live with that choice. He also told me one thing was that we didn't actually really want stealth on here, because one of the things that you want to use your probes for is to detect whether or not there's hostility in a room. Of course, makes sense. And if it's stealth, you don't know. It doesn't tell you. It only tells you it's being attacked, and that's how you can tell whether or not there's something in there. However, he also did mention that these will tell me whether or not there's additional scrap in the room that I didn't know about otherwise, which I did not realize, which is a real shame, because I'm sure we'd have a lot more scrap than we do right now. Hey, but that's alright. We know now, and that's what matters. That being said, now that they're stealth, I don't see a reason why we would want to greatly increase their HP. Assuming the stealth doesn't wear off, but hey, if it does, it does. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Anyways, let's go back to the system and see what ship defines us. And honestly, I think it might be this one, because it only takes, hold on, where are we? No, it will be this one. I lied. This one, and then probably this one. We'll just kind of loop around and maybe go through the whole way that way, but hold on. Come on, crazy menu. There we go. Let's just jump here. It's going to take 3 fuel. It says I have 2 fuel, but then it says +4. I don't know. Maybe we can't go there. Did I get enough fuel? Ah, we did. We got enough to get there, but now we're out of fuel. That's it. Let's jump on board anyways. This one is not stable, and we have no clue how many infestation types it has. But honestly, to be fair, I'm not very smart at figuring that out anyways, so it's kind of all the same to me. Even if it doesn't have infestation types, it does have the turrets and stuff, and I read into that too much anyways and assume I'm safe, and that's how Brandon died. That's right. So what do we have here? Maintenance and guidelines. Oh, expected part per million. Food replicators, medical support, engineering. Please ensure that you configure the vessel scan to utilize the Holzhauer algorithm. Refer to section 4B. Any concerns or queries about the part per million count value should be directed to Leyland, liaison officer. Reference. Molecular assembler counts acquired. Holzhauer algorithm integrated. Gray Grew theory would posit an abnormally high quantity of molecular assemblers. Scan of vessel with a large populace could confirm or deny this and is recommended. Sorry, I'm just now waking up, so if I'm stumbling over words like a moron, I apologize. Recommended course of action. Scan all rooms on a Class A or B space station. Well, I would love to do that. This is only a Class D station, but hey, we'll get there someday. Let's get out there and see what's going on. So we do know for a fact that if I spell begin correctly, that going in there will be safe. And that it should have a generator. So let's go check out one. Let's take Holly out for a spin. don't see any scrap in here. There seems to be another generator. That's fine. Another dock. Ooh, a field. Let's hope this has some. No, nothing. No. Wasn't that figure, right? That's alright. There's a bunch of juicy scrap in the room next door. Let's see. Oh, look at it. Yeah, this could appear to be a very small place. Unless there's a room kicking out of R4. Or a door kicking out of R4. But it doesn't appear to be the case. Let's see here. Who has what? Should power that room. Teleport. Let's check out how we teleport things. Teleports drone to specific room. Alright, so let's try help probe. Probe, pick up, probe. Drop. Sorry, I don't really remember. There we go, okay. So it's gonna go through. It's gonna check these rooms. And so when a probe goes through a room, or you scan a room, or you survey a room, it'll get those grids, and that's how we know whether or not we've gotten all the scrap out of there that we can. And look at it, look how happy it is. Well, thank you for scanning the ship, probe. So let's see if we can teleport probe to R4. Now this syntax might be all wrong, but let's see. Probe is invalid in a teleport command. Really? So I have to teleport drones. I can only teleport drones? I don't feel like that's correct in the slightest, actually. But it is what it does appear to be telling me. No. Help, teleport. Just check it one more time. See manual entry. Teleport drone. It does say teleport. And I am talking about teleport. I'm not talking about transport. Which would be that one, right? And that's the one that the ship has. Transport. Doesn't must have an active signal. Yeah. That's the one that is a ship modification. Let's close A1 because I don't want the drone going there. Do 7. Let's do D5. Hopefully nothing kills LB. That would make me very sad. Sure enough, seems safe so far. And this will be a very small space station. Look at that. We seem to be just fine. Let's G5 7. Alright, well, if we're all good, let's just move on in. So we could stop that interface. Stop that right now. Well, he left now. Can't just go around picking him up if he's not in the room. Shit. So that's right. No. I forgot the drone has stealth. I'm sorry. Oh, this is a rough start already. No, LB, no. Oh, no, Holly, get in. Holly, what are you doing? So if you go back about 5 minutes, you can see the time when I was like, hey, I put stealth on this. Moron. Okay, so what can we do? We're not out of this yet. We're not stuck. Let's see, what is it? No. What is it the ship has? There we go. Remote R3. We'll close D5. Hopefully the drone is still in there. And we can just D8 and dock E3. So I am a complete freaking moron. I forgot that the thing has stealth, and I cannot use it to tell if things are safe. God, I really should have had more coffee. Holly's probably beat to all heck, poor thing. LB, I'm sure, is not looking too sweet either. They're at 43 health. Actually, Holly is slightly better shape. So what am I supposed to be using teleport for? Because I swear teleport was gonna Not teleport drones. Right? Maybe. Let's see. Teleport. T to R2? Is that how this is gonna work? Sure is. Okay, I'll figure this out one of these days. Probably. Since we're here, let's make the most of it. We need all this crap because we're gonna repair everything. That's not right. You're right. I'm sorry. I apologize. Gathers on Holly. Six minutes. Okay, who has a face? That's Orson. So let's remote R5. Let's unremote R3 apparently first. Remote R5. Beautiful. Great. We can interface with Orson now. Let's get Orson in there. Just to see what this thing has to offer us. Probably not a whole lot at this point, but... I'm sorry, I didn't want remote. That is dumb of me. I wanted to interface. Interface is broken. Well, there you have it. I imagine I can't just keep trying. Wait, maybe it means that interface is broken because it isn't red. Okay, so it's just destroyed. That's all there is to it. I can live with that. Orson, get back in there. Holly, let's get you... I would like to pick up that probe, but I don't know if it's safe. Alright, Holly, if you die from here, I'm really sorry. And I will be really sorry. Not just for your loss. Shit, there it is. No, 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 no. Okay, so... Crap, now is it in there? Or is it just the probe in there? Who knows, right? Maybe I can channel the probe out. We're on a time limit now because there is an asteroid coming. Okay, let's see if we can get back to A1. I want that probe. That's crap I really need. Let's unremote R5. Let's remote 3. I'm gonna break that remote module in like no time. Okay, so I am rather positive that that sentry turret is not in R4. So, who has the probe? Probe pickup. Excellent. Dock A2. I just want this last scrap. It's totally gonna be worth all this risk, I'm sure of it. Let's do some good news. Excellent. Normally I wouldn't be so risky, especially in a delicate situation as this, but we're gonna need everything we get right now to try to make up for our losses, especially with that damage. One scrap is 10 health, we need that. And things are deteriorating. So let's go check out modifications real quickly because we need to repair things, specifically drones. Let's see here. Luckily nothing got destroyed though. Oh, I knew it wouldn't take long for something bad to happen though. And by bad to happen I mean because I did it wrong. not like RNGesus smited me. It was purely my fault. So we have 16 scrap. It's going to take a fair amount to repair these poor drones. In fact, it'll take 12. Now, LB, as much as I want to keep you in good shape, You're honestly not the one I'm concerned about the most. Tim, I think we're just gonna have to say goodbye to you. It's a done deal, I'm sorry. I'm committing to it. Because Holly is gonna be a person that goes out. Holly is typically going to be the one that's gonna be in danger. So I want Holly to be full health. Orson, you're in danger too? Jeez, when did Orson get beat up? LB, I'm gonna just repair you a little bit because I do want to keep some scrap. So let's execute those and see where we are. Probe. Probe is gonna start failing. Interface is gonna start failing. What changes specified room? Well, teleport is great, but it's not exactly what I thought it was doing before I went on that mission, which is a shame. Real shame. Failure probability. Repairs upgrade. Great increases. I do wish it didn't have stealth, to be honest. I mean, that would have saved me a boatload of troubles. I mean, adding 2 probes would have cost me 2 scrap. Repairing those drones is going to cost me a lot more, or already has cost me a lot more than 2 scrap. So that's a real shame. I mean, there seems to be no way to go back and undo it. Pin to repair. Whew. We just can't commit to that yet. Unfortunate. You're going to start breaking here soon, too. Though, it doesn't matter how many times I use it. Once I use it, it takes that damage for being used on a mission. So, once we commit to it, we just go crazy and remote power everything. So, let us look back at our drones. We could still be in a lot worse shape than this. But I think I want to change around some of these modules now that I understand that teleport cannot teleport a probe. Sonic is only going to repel granitic threats, which isn't terrible, but is not as useful as, God, if I could get like a turret or something. Some type of gun would be really awesome. Instead, I think I would rather have probe. Teleport? I mean, let's be honest, who am I going to be teleporting? It's hard. Let's put teleport on you, I suppose. If I can figure out this menu. There we go. I do want to keep her iron just in case there's a room I want her to get into that I can't. And gather, of course, because she's the one that's going to be going out and gathering. Not as fun as keeping probe on you, but we can. Tow, that's fine. Hopefully we find something in tow here real soon. Alright, so clearly we still have a lot of things to learn. Let's head out to this bad boy, if we can. We are quickly running out of fuel. So we might have to get a visit everything in here if we don't start finding stuff. Oops. I'd like to see some better shape on this, but hey. Just the spot we're in right now. Alright, we're gonna jump on here. Don't know what's on here. It's a pleasure port. It's a space station class B. Excellent, that was something we wanted to find. No communications on here for us though. Alright, ladies and gent. Well, this is a fantastic start right off the bat. This guy seems to be intact. Not. Oh. Come on, Absurdum. Learn to spell. Hey, he has a gather. Not the best thing in the world. But not the worst thing in the world. Well, the way we're going, we might need another one of those. Let's probe. Oh, I know there's not one on him. I wanted to introduce another one there was. Alright, probe. Let's jump over to 3. Get that thing towed out there. We remember that the probe is not going to tell us how safe we are. Alright, John, let's get you to safety. We have plans for you, John. Good if it's to scrap you. And it might be. That's okay. There's nothing wrong being reduced to scrap. Alright. So already this guy's doing good work. Is there an interface in there? Does appear to be one. Fantastic news. Let's jump right into that. What do we have here? We have a defense, you say? Let's go see what that defense is before we get all excited. We can be rather positive this room is safe, unless there's just a turret. I don't hear one. There's nothing here for us. That's fine. Let's get that probe into R3 and see what we can do from there. What did I do for my motion sensor back? LB did say that we could have gotten it back. I just had to shimmy my way into that room. 11. Let's do defense. We don't know where the turret is yet. There's another defense in there. 12. No, probe, go the other way. Look at him. It's like, alright, happy face. Mad respect, man. So, there's a turret in there. He killed an enemy. I mean, that's great news. Still might not be safe in there. I mean, it's definitely not safe right now because there's a turret on. Something is in that doorway. I see, that's where we killed him. I imagine. Must be why we can't shut the door there. I assume that means it was an R3 and was trying to get out. Alright, probe, go elsewhere. R6, you say. Look at all things in there. Lots of cool things in there. 226. So we can't just open up every door and assume that everything will at some point lead to there. Which is unfortunate. Lead to the turreted room. And that everything would just take care of itself. But that's alright. Let's remote R6. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, bro. I have plans for you. Let's do G19. This is a pretty big place. I like it. I like it a lot. Not sure what all we can get into so far. Oh, look at that. So there's something in there with that. Excellent. Let's see if we can go to D15. Maybe we can slowly kind of squeeze it into R4, and that would be rather awesome. But once the drone goes into room 7, we're gonna shut it in there. Aha, look at that. We got him. We got him in there. Let's go to that room. Oh, he's blocking the door, of course. Yeah, LB did say I should micromanage that. Oops. Look at all those doors I can't jam shot now. No. Look at that. There's another one. 18. So let's actually defense one more time. We'll turn off that turret and turn on the other turret. And let's start checking out these rooms. I don't want to spend all my time doing this, but I do feel like this is worth my trouble for right now. 15, 27. Just keep going on using this guy. He's giving us all kinds of really great info that will hopefully save me a lot of headache, or at least get me a lot of scrap. Whoa, hey yo. Excellent news. Excellent news. Probably can't shut the door now. Nope, cannot. Go back. No, the other way. So D24 into room 5 is probably pretty safe. It's presumptuous at this time that it is indeed okay to go in there. I would like to do so. keep diving in deeper and deeper there, probe. We scanned it. Getting closer and closer to completing our objectives. Alright. So we know we killed at least, what, 3 enemies now? However, we're going to have to remember... Let's close that. Let's trap that guy in there. We're going to have to remember that we will have to micromanage these turrets, because no matter what we do now, one of them will be on. However, let's take Ollie here and go visit this room up here. Now, all their drones are in here, so it's not necessarily a great idea to just pop this door open. And, you know, unleash whatever might be in here into a room with all their drones. Hey, but the risk paid off for right now. I imagine... So we scanned everything, so there's probably not a whole lot for Orson to do up here with this interface, but let's go check it out anyways, because who knows. It's just the defense thing again? Okay, that's fine. Let's... Remote. Is that our 11? I can't really see. Well, let's unremote. R6. Remote. R11. Let's get 3. Get this movie out of here. That's fine. Let's get you a little safer. Let's create some closed doors between the drones and us. And all the other drones. Holly, do you? You have teleport, so I can panic teleport you to R1 if need be. I hear something in the headphones. Oh, it's the generator. Oh, God, I'm a moron. Okay. Of course the generator makes noises when it's powered up. Don't be dense, Absurdum. I love to be dense. If you couldn't tell already from this playthrough. And this one is turned off. Okay. Look at this, guys. Killed things. Got away with it for now. And hopefully we've done it all. We've got nothing left to kill us. These aren't even like real people. Well, quote unquote real people. I'm already terrified for them. Come on, we really wanted that P fuel. It stinks. It's on remote 11. It's remote R6. It's D19. Let's get D19 open. Go check out R9, huh? That sounds like fun. Yeah. Keep an eye on the time. What are these vents for? Are they just for my viewing pleasure? Nobody knows. So let's get 3. Oops. Interface 3. Nope. Come on, Absurdum. Ah, there we go. So I want to get into R7, but I will need to turn that turret off. So let's hit defense. Let's toggle them. I'm very proud of myself for remembering to do that. As I imagine we all are. I don't hear anything. Stairs scared the crap out of me when I saw him. So I know once we walked in here, we can kind of just hit gather all, since we did scan it, we know what's in here. Who has the probe thing on them? No. It's LB, okay. So we'll have to try to get it back in there. to where LB is. 14, 28. Oh no, don't go there. No, it's too late. You screwed up, Absurdum. You've lost it to the ethers. 29. We'll close it off so that way at least it has to keep going the way I want it to. So LB can pick it back up. There we go. Perfect. Oh, that sounds bad. Maybe we should get along with this. Ooh, that's fine. By get along with this, I mean get on with it. 16. Oh, that's what I was afraid of. That is what I was afraid of. However, we know what we're missing out on now. So there's T28, T18. Let's just get over there and do it. Oh, that's just a generator. There's no more scrap. Derp. Okay, so let's get D23 open. Let's generate 2. Let's get D25 open. Let's end. And let's leave. As far as I can see. Holly, what are you doing? What you doing, Holly? Holly's just scared. I don't blame Holly. But it's okay, Holly. We know we didn't miss out on anything. We don't have to physically visit every room. That's what the probes are for. This seems like a good time to me to leave. I think we've accomplished everything here. I'm very happy with that one. My God. Oh, interface cease to function. Well, that's no good. Okay, so let's go to the modifications here. What are we looking at? We've got John here. And Haley. So we have 2 Johns here we can scrap if need be. But we're at only 1 scrap. That's not too bad, really. I'm rather happy to be in that position. Let's fix this. We can't. Did it completely break? So we can't fix it. That is extremely unfortunate if that is the case. I know once things break, they're done. And it doesn't break because it got to 100%. It broke because there was a 16% chance that it would. And by God, it did. So I don't think there's anything left to do but to scrap it, which is incredibly bad luck for us because we don't have another one and we don't really have a way to get another one. So that being said, let's invest this to repair that. What else do we have on us that we really don't want to break? I think probe. If we did not have probe, we would be in terrible, terrible shape. Already being down interface is very bad. So it takes literally all of our scrap to do that. But let's do it. Because right now I think that's incredibly important to not lose those. So we can scrap this for the 1 scrap, but if we hold on to it, I believe we can sell it for 3, which I much rather do. Let's scrap this because we don't really need to. And I think we're going to scrap a drone because we really need the scrap. So that puts us back to 10. We can repair a couple again if we need to. I would be pleased with that decision. Let's get out of here. I want to look at the drone config so I can really tell who's who. Let's get interface off. We'll just keep it. The back. But man. I'm kind of hurting for good stuff. Could scrap John, but I don't feel like we really need to. Though we're not in the position to really repair him and use him yet. So let's take a look where we might go next. Fuel depot, space station C. Too bad there's not space station B. Lots of space stations. But we can't go to any of them now. We have to jump out of the sector, which isn't that big of a deal. Would I have liked to see these places, especially the fuel depot? Yeah, you bet I would have. Hopefully we can jump somewhere. We'll have a military outpost. No, we don't have the clearance for it. Trading outposts. This is where we really want to go, as a trading outpost. There's a couple here, some of which are even stable. Salvage. This might be a really cool place to go visit. Actually, you're in quarantine, so we can't get there. But I want to get to a trade book because we really need some different modules. Is that what we want to call them? What's the name of them? We really need some new apps, or that's a better term, abilities for our drones, and we should be able to pick them up here. And if we need to scrap some drones or whatever to have the money to pick up what we need, it's going to be worth it. I think it'll make a big difference, especially the sooner we do it. So let's just go ahead and jump there. Screw it. I say let's commit. Where's that land us? Oh, that lands us right here. Let's go check it out. What happens when we board? Ah, okay. So we don't even board. We just come right here. Fantastic. So let's sell this. Right. Arrows, enter, sell for scrap. Perfect. It's broken. We can't use it. Shield. Lure could be really nice, especially if we had an interface. We could buy a probe that, you know, works. I mean, doesn't have stealth. What else might I want not to necessarily have? Sonic. I'm just not in love with the idea of Sonic, to be honest. We shouldn't really ever need Pry. So let's get Shield. I really like that idea. And let's get Lure. I really like that idea. And let's get Probe. I'm not saying I'm going to get rid of the probe that has stealth, though it might not be a terrible idea. Especially since I don't have motion. Let's do that. Stun. I'm sorry. You got a 20% chance. I'm not interested in that. I would rather not be in a position I need to use you. Pry. I mean, ideally, I'd rather use Lure into a room with defenses. Turn the defense on. That. Nearby organic threats. So not any organic threat that can get to it, just ones nearby. Maybe it's not everything it's cracked up to be. Do you want some of that sweet, sweet scrap back, though? And I'm happy with this. Ship upgrades. You have ship upgrades. Oh. And fuel. Well, that makes perfect sense. I could even sell you fuel. Really? What is all this now? Well, heck yeah, let's get quality bypass. I feel like even though it's at 10% failure, we kind of need it, right? We can sell a jump fuel. Just a jump fuel. Right. Jump fuel. Maybe it won't let me because it doesn't have that much scrap. I suppose that makes sense. Means I could buy back one of these. Let's buy back the one with better health. It's still not quite there. Just let me sell that. It's not enough to sell it. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. Well, let's just put you back then, I guess. We could always come back to this place if we really, really need to. I don't really want to sell the propulsion fuel. That Doesn't seem very good. Honestly, I'd like to have more propulsion fuel because it seems I only have one. I could do, actually, I could take these and scrap them myself. Well, never mind, that gets me the same exact amount. Sorry, what are you even talking about right now? Just keep it there. Yeah, okay. So we could go check out this place and see what they have, right? And we can get to the quarantine ship now. Because I have the bypass. Ooh, all the options. All the options. If we do that, then it's going to be a long jump to somewhere else. But we have the fuel right now. So if we were to go from there to there, would we be able to get somewhere else afterwards? Because I don't want to get there and just get stuck, but I also want to be able to get here. Honestly, I don't think the quarantine ship or space station is necessarily worth the trouble. As much as I would like to get to some of these things over here and still hit this. Alright, this episode's going on for a bit, but let's travel here and see what we have going on. Another shield. Mines. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Could be really good with a lure. Could be really good. No ship upgrades. No fuel. The only thing here I'm super interested in mine, because I want to kill things. I don't care about stunning them. I want to kill them. Okay, let's pick that up. If we can't detect things, we need to be able to kill them. Okay, so let's look at our drones, and we will call it for the episode. Drone config. At this point, it might be worth considering spending money to repair this guy. Because what do we have? We're running out of stuff, right? We are. It's as simple as that. We are running out of slots. I want shield on you. If I'm going to teleport you in the room, I want you to have your shield on. So I have time to teleport you out. You can gather, you can teleport. I like you. I like your setup, Holly. LB, what do you need? Generator? You have your stealth probes if need be. Do I just give you the other probe? So we can unleash it into the world as well? Yeah. Maybe. We'll give you both options. And Orson, you're going to be the lure and mine guy. If we know a room is safe, and we can access it to other areas, we'll throw you in there. Set up a lure. Set up a mine. Kind of wait from there and see what happens. I like that idea. Now, I don't really want to go and scrap our last drone. But we are running out of scrap. I mean, we have 4. And our upgrades, we have no lures. 3 is probably enough for now. Magnetic clamp. That is awesome. Now I imagine we can pick these up. If we drop a lure, it doesn't get destroyed. We can pick it up, right? I imagine it'll get destroyed if we leave it in there to get attacked. Magnetic clamp, we could come in there and just kick them on right out. Shut the door again, go in there, pick it back up. Could be interesting. Could be interesting. Same with you, magnetic clamp. I don't know why I would want to magnetically clamp you necessarily. I'm sure there's a reason. Alright, so this has been very exciting. The first ship didn't go so hot, right? But hey, the second ship went a lot better. And then we found these trading outposts, and we got some of these upgrades, whatever you want to call them, that we really, really needed. So I am happy that we got this. I'm really excited to jump in the next episode. So please join me tomorrow, and we'll see if I can use these to great benefits. And I'm hoping I can, of course. But let's hit execute. Perfect. I think three lures will be enough. We'll have more scrap later, presumably. So join me tomorrow. We'll pick it right back up here. We'll go visit probably Hermes here. I don't know, Hermes. The salvage ship. Maybe the salvage ship will be better. This is a Class A, though, which is a larger ship. Presumably, we'll have more fuel. They're both volatile. Ooh, they both have infection types. Anyways, join me tomorrow. We'll go in there and see what other kind of trouble we can find. And hopefully we can keep on skirting by and surviving this horrible, horrible system we found ourselves in. But thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.